Today I'm making this anise brioche bread. This is a very different loaf of bread. This is a traditional Italian Easter bread and it is delicious. Welcome y'all to Robin on the Farm. Today I have a really fun and unique and different bread machine recipe for y'all to try. This is Italian anise Easter bread. This one's great for Easter time, but really any time of the year that you want to try something a little bit different. Anise is used a lot in European breads and baked goods, and not so much here in the United States. But this is definitely a slightly sweet, really rich and buttery, yummy loaf of bread. I think this one's worth giving a try, especially if you've never made anything like it before. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to make this yummy Easter bread. Even though this is a very different loaf, a unique recipe, this is a really simple loaf of bread to put together. To get started, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup or 60 grams of lukewarm water into my bread machine loaf pan. You want this to be about 100 to 110 degrees. That's perfect for your yeast. To that, I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup or 60 grams of lukewarm milk. Let's put that right on in there with it. Now, I like to get my bread machine loaf pan out of my bread machine to avoid having any spills or any messes to clean up inside of my bread machine. Now, after the water and the milk, now I'm going to add a 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick or 113 grams of melted butter. This is salted butter. You can also use unsalted butter. This is definitely a rich and delicious bread. After the melted butter, now I'm going to add 2 large eggs. Just add them right on in there with everything else. Now, even though we only had a 1/4 cup of water and a 1/4 cup of milk, the eggs and the butter really increase the liquids. So this definitely has enough liquid. Don't worry about that. Next, we want some sugar. I'm adding 150 grams, which is just a bit less than a 1/2 cup of sugar. So a scant 1/2 cup of sugar. Now it's time to add the anise. Now, maybe you've never even seen this, but I got mine at Kroger. And this is the extract. Now you can also use whole anise seeds. If you have the seeds, you want to add 3 teaspoons of seeds. But the extract is a little bit stronger, more concentrated, so I'm only adding 1 teaspoon. If you want, you can even add 3/4 of a teaspoon, but I think it's good with 1 teaspoon of this pure anise extract. Now, this is such a unique flavor profile to me, and when I smell it, it really smells a little bit like licorice. But I don't like licorice, but I do like this bread. So even if you don't like licorice, give this bread a try. It's so different and fun to make. So that was 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of this pure anise extract. Next, it's time for the flour. I'm going to add 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. You can also use bread flour, but I've always made this recipe with all-purpose flour and I like it like that. So either way you want to make it, bread flour or all-purpose flour. 3½ cups, which is about 420 grams of flour. Now it's time to add some salt. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon or 3 grams of salt. This is my favorite salt to use in my baking and my cooking. You can use any salt that you want. Just don't pour it over your mixing bowl or your bread machine loaf pan so that you don't over salt your bread. Okay, so 1/2 teaspoon right on in there. That is about 3 grams of salt. Now it's time to add the yeast. Today I'm going to use this Red Star Active Dry Yeast. I buy it in bulk like this. You can see this is a 2-pound brick of yeast. That is a lot, but I store it in the freezer and it stays good for years and years like this. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of this active dry yeast. I'm going to add it right on in there. Now you can also use instant yeast. I also like to use SAF instant yeast, but this is what I have in my freezer right now, so this is what I'm going to use. So 2 teaspoons or about 6 grams of yeast. Those are already all of the ingredients for this Italian anise Easter bread. I'm going to pop this into my bread machine. I'm going to use my Zojirushi Home Bakery Supreme bread machine to make this Italian Easter bread. Now, I always make this using the dough cycle and I bake it in the oven. So that's what I recommend doing. If you don't have a bread machine, but you want to make this recipe, I'll also leave you the directions on how to make it using a stand mixer. I'm going to choose dough. That's about an hour and a half. I'm going to press start. And it starts mixing and kneading right away. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to check on my ball of dough and make sure it's not too wet or too dry. I'll show you exactly what it should look like then. My bread machine has been going for about 5 minutes and you can see this nice smooth ball of dough that is formed. It's not sticking to the sides or to the paddle. It's not looking too dry or crumbly. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the lid of my bread machine and let this go. Here is the dough for our Italian anise Easter bread. Look how good this looks. Now this is definitely a rich dough. Okay, so I have my dough mat down and I am just going to press out this dough really well. Press it out, get all those little air bubbles out of it. Oh my goodness, this dough is so rich. It smells so good. I wish y'all were here to feel this and to smell this. Okay, now I'm just gonna roll this into a nice tight log. Just gonna roll it down, roll it down, roll it down. And then I'm gonna pinch those seams together. Pat it out, smooth it out a little bit. And I'm gonna flip it over so that those seams are on the bottom. Let it relax. And I am going to bake this in an 8.5 by 4.5 inch cast iron loaf pan. Now you can see that I poured a little bit of olive oil into my loaf pan, oiled it up really well, and it is ready for this loaf to go inside. So I'm just gonna pick this up, plop this right on in there. And now I'm gonna let this rise on my countertop. This will take probably about 45 minutes, anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, just depending on how warm your home is. So I'm gonna let this rise and I'll show it to you when it's time to put this in the oven. In just a little bit, I'm gonna get my oven preheated to 350 degrees so that I can just throw this on into the oven when it is risen and perfect. I've let this dough from my Italian Easter bread rise on the countertop for 45 minutes. You can see that it's just peeking up over the edge of the bread loaf pan. Now I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna throw this in and let it bake for 35 to 40 minutes. This loaf of Italian anise Easter bread is fresh out of the oven and it is beautiful. And it looks so good. Look at that. What a gorgeous loaf of bread. Okay, I like to turn it out from the loaf pan immediately. And then I like to take a little bit of melted butter. I just melt it in my little cast iron melting pot. And I like to brush the top with butter. And this just gives you an even richer flavor, that beautiful shine, and a nice soft crust. So I'm just gonna brush this on. This is salted butter, but you can definitely use unsalted butter too. Now, after that, instead of putting it on a cooling rack, I always like to put mine, just cover it with a tea towel, let all that warmth and the condensation give you an even softer crust. And I feel like this helps my bread stay fresh longer. It just keeps it softer longer. So I think this is important to do. So I'm gonna let this cool off just for a little bit and then we'll slice into it. This anise brioche bread or Italian Easter bread is ready to cut into. It's still kind of warm, but I am ready to slice into this and check out the inside. Oh, this texture of this bread is phenomenal. Look at that. Let's slice into it a little bit more. This is definitely much richer than your traditional loaf of yeast bread. This one's definitely more like a brioche and the smell is absolutely fantastic. Let me just break into this so you can see this. Look at that texture. Isn't that nice? This is definitely a soft, rich, buttery anise brioche bread. Look at that. The texture is phenomenal. Let me take a little bite and see if I can describe this flavor to you. It's so different. It's really special. It's definitely a great Easter bread. It has a light anise flavor or notes of licorice, not overpowering. I'm having trouble describing this bread. It's just so different and so delicious. So if you make this bread, will you please help me try to describe it? Leave a comment and let me know how I should be describing this, and that'll help others too. I hope that y'all will try this Italian anise Easter bread. Like always, I'll leave the printable recipe down in the description and on my website, Rabbit on the Farm. While you're there, be sure to check out our handmade beeswax bread bags. These are made by me and my daughters right here on our family farm, and this is what I like to store my bread in. Thanks so much for being here with me on Rabbit on the Farm. I'll see y'all next time.
Robin's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough. With flour on her apron, loving each knead, ground wheat fresh, sowing her seed. The smell of fresh bread rises in the air. Simple life without a care. In